Hello, I'm Dr. Richard Harris, and welcome to Wellness Journey Mondays, where we talk about something that I'm actively dealing with or someone I know is dealing with in their wellness journey. And today we're going to be talking about probably the most powerful word in the English language: no. And once you've mastered no, everything changes. And for me, this started off with my wellness goals. I remember once I started being healthier and initiating healthier policies and mindsets and behaviors into my life, a lot of people would be like, well, why are you doing that? Well, that's stupid. Why don't you just eat whatever you want to eat? Why don't you eat with us? Well, why aren't you drinking? And a lot of us feel pressured into going along with the group, falling for that peer pressure saying, oh, okay, I don't want to make them feel bad. I just don't want any conflict or confrontation. So I'm just going to go along. Well, just going along was contradictory to my goals. And once I got comfortable saying no, after the first couple of times, no one even bothered anymore. They never bothered to ask. They never bothered me. They never got on my case. I regularly go out to bars now and I just order club soda. And I found out it wasn't that it was the drinking, the actual alcohol that was the thing I was missing when I went out. It was just having something in my hand and sipping on it. Just literally having something that I can do this with. That was what the feeling that I felt was normal when I was out. It wasn't the actual act of drinking. It was the same thing with food. When I wanted to order what I wanted to order, if it was a salad or if it was just some chicken and veggies or fish and veggies or something like that, being able to say no to that dessert or someone saying, well, why are you eating that way or something like that. After the first couple of times, it got easy. And then I'd go out with those people again and they wouldn't ask any questions again. They'd be like, oh, this is just what Richard's doing. See, the thing is, when you start to change your behavior and change what your goals are, that conflicts with what people's association and view of you is. And people don't like conflict. It's like if you had brown hair and all of a sudden you show up with blonde hair, people are like, whoa, that kind of throws them off because they've thought of you as being a brunette. And now all of a sudden you're blonde. And so that makes them uncomfortable because it changes what they think you are or who you are in their head. It's the same way when you try to change a behavior, whether that's positive or even sometimes whether it's negative. It changes the association of who people think you are. And that makes them uncomfortable. So really, when they're coming after you in these situations, it's not actually something that's personal with us. We take it like that. We take it like, oh, they don't like what I'm doing. Oh, well, they don't feel comfortable. I just need to acquiesce and do what they're asking me to do. When really they're struggling with something in their change of how they view the world. And so we have to be able to be comfortable with that when we say no. And then you can give an explanation. You don't have to give an explanation. It's your right. If you're not drinking, you don't want to drink to achieve your health goals, you can just say, no, I don't want to drink. And if someone asks why, you'd be like, I don't have to say why. I just don't want to drink. If you do want to say why, then tell them why. I usually tell people why. Well, why aren't you drinking? Well, I'm trying to achieve a certain body fat right now, or I'm trying to gain muscle. Well, why don't you want a piece of this dessert? Well, there's a goal, there's a set goal I'm trying to achieve by a certain time, and that's contradictory to my goal. And I'm really focused on this, and this means a lot to me. And that's one of the things I always recommend to people is when you're going through something, pick an accountability partner, especially if it's someone close to you. Say, look, you don't have to do this with me, but this is something that I'm really trying to do, and I need your help. Can you help me with this? And when you approach people from that type of mindset and that type of frame, if they're really your friend, if they really care about you, they're going to say yes. Because we don't really want to see the people around us fail. We may do something contradictory to that if we feel uncomfortable. right? That's why someone may lash out to you when you're trying to better yourself. It's not because they don't want you to fail. It's because you're making them uncomfortable about their worldview and their perception of you. But they'll come around. And who knows, they might even try and help you out. And so nowadays people are so used to this version of me, the health version of me, that whenever they see me eat carbs, they're like, oh my God, I don't even know that you ate carbs. I'm like, of course I eat carbs. Fruits and vegetables are carbs. Of course I have cheat meals. That's normal. So don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to stick to your plan, to have your goals and really work to achieve your goals. And don't be afraid of what other people may say or what other people think or what other people may do. The ones who are really for you will be with you, will help you along the pathway. And saying no might be a way to figure out who's really on your side and who's really not. So I'm never afraid to tell people no if it's contradictory to my goals or what I'm trying to achieve. Thank you for listening to this wellness journey. I really appreciate you taking your time to spend with me, especially as I talk about this stuff. A lot of this stuff is personal, but I do it because I may be an MD, I may be a PharmD, but I'm still walking the path just as you are. So if you want to know more about our wellness programs, check out our website, theghwellness.com, and you can click on programs at the top, or just check the links on the platform that you're watching this video on. Thank you and God bless.